What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. Today we are going to take a look at Hot Toys Yelena Bulova from Thunderbolt, and when it's available you can pre-order this at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. Man, this looks great. I haven't even seen Thunderbolts yet, but I heard great things about it. I heard, some people are saying, messaging me saying, hey, Marvel is back. And there's way too many people that's saying that. So I wanted to see this movie. I don't know, is it still in theaters? Or I don't know, maybe I waited already too long that I should just wait for Disney Plus. Who knows, right? But it's what do you call that? Captain America's not even in Disney Plus yet, so this might not be there for a while. And I heard really good things about it. With that being said, I almost bought the Yelena from Black Widow movie. I always wanted to have a representation of the character, regardless if they're famous or not, or a big name or not. Like I wanted I wanted her to be in there. I actually liked Black Widow. Not the best movie out there, but I liked her role in there. So I almost bought the figure. She has this dead stare on it. It was okay. It's not the best. But I'm glad I just hold up. I just kept on holding because I was just like, you know what, Thunderbolts is around the corner. I might as well. And thank God I did, because this is like 10 times better than that figure. Just the body proportion itself. You can see her shoulders, her arms. It's just, it feels like they tailor-made this figure for the actress. Like it just, maybe it's just the outfit, but it feels like they made a body specifically for Florence Pugh. That's just how it felt like. 'Cause just the proportion looks great. It's not like one of those, female bodies that they just get one and, throw a head sculpt in there and you call it a day. No, it feels like she's kind of bulky. Florence has a little meat on her, and it captures it, I think, perfectly within this figure. The head sculpt is also undeniable, especially on some angles, like the one on the right now, where she's, I don't know, like the eyes is so alive. Maybe because of the eye shadow, if that's what eyeliner, it makes it so alive that it just looks like the actress straight out of the screen. Now, the only thing that gives it away, obviously, is the hair. But let's be honest, no one's probably going to shell out $500 for an artisan version of Yelena. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure there's some people who will, but not $5,000, perhaps, for $5,000. Normally that's the units that are maybe $3,000. I don't know. But it's hard. With that being said, I'm all for this one. I'm going to get it. Now it makes me excited for the other figures, and I hope they expand on this. I thought they're not going to do a Winter Soldier, but hey, if they're going to do something like this with a Winter Soldier, I would love to see it, because this looks phenomenal. The head sculpt, the body proportions, heck, even the hair. The hair is sculpted, but I think it still looks great. This would have been a good opportunity to have like a John Wick type of hair, where you kind of like swap out the back portion or the front, make it look like it's blowing in the wind, or something that's just flat on the figure itself. Regardless, it still looks beautiful. The outfit looks like it's not restrictive at all. She separate rolling eyeball system, of course. Double jointed elbows, that's a plus. They captured the just the shape of her face. If you even go up close, you can see some pores on the face. It looks great. They mentioned something like it would stick on her clothing. Maybe there's magnets or something. I think her weapon does. The base looks just decent. I can imagine this figure being like $250, $260. There's nothing outrageous on this figure, so I'm guessing the price point would be that. Looking at the boots right now, I don't see I don't know if it's split cut. I really can't tell from those pictures, but I'm assuming it is. I don't know. What else can you add? Well, I haven't seen the movie, so well, it is. It looks like it's a split cut because you can see on her right leg there, it's kind of bent. Unless you can actually just bend the boots, maybe, and that's possible too, where it's like soft rubber. But that is a good bend right there. So we'll see. The suit itself, it's not pleather. It's made out of those kind of like just plasticky rubber kind of thing, so it's not gonna flake. I'm looking at her straps as well. It's just one of, if anything, the glue would be unglued perhaps, but that's all right there, attachable. So how does it attach? Okay, whatever. in her back, kind of like Black Widow, right? So yeah, knife, guns, anything that you pretty much expect for somebody like Yelena, like a Black Widow type of figure. But it's amazing. I hope, well, Black Widow has a an artisan line coming up, so I want to see that too. But hopefully they revisit some of the Black Widow figures without the artisan version, because I would love to get, maybe like a Civil War version of Black Widow with rolling eyeball system, but not $500, because it's Black Widow. I like her. Doesn't like her enough to spend $500 on it, but Red Guardian would be in here, I guess. I hope. He's been in 2 movies now. I'm still impressed on how this turned out. I really am. And then there's a small zipper there too. Zippers always an iffy when it comes to Hot Toys because they're so tiny. I always break them. I broke one on Hawkeye. Trying to interchange him between Hawkeye and Ronin. Not a good idea. But this looks great. Glad I waited. I really am glad I waited. You'll see a whole lot. If it's not already on sale, I think it just went out of stock on Hot Toys, the Yelena. Because I was about to say, you'll see a bunch of Yelenas now for maybe $150. Because it was already pretty low at Sideshow. I think it was like 180s the lowest after like 30% off. But I can imagine it'll be lower now. So if you're in the lookout. But let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this figure? How do you think it turned out? Are you gonna get one? Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.